So the circus is coming in town, and I'm with.
My name is Edge, and I am with the Venardos Circus, and we are super duper happy to be here in Hastings today.
Right, and you guys are going to be in the St. Augustine area in December?
Yes, sir. We are at the St. Augustine Amphitheatre, and we are there from December 20th to January 1st.
Oh, wow. What a great New Year's.
Yeah,
day.
It's a wonderful venue, and I've been with this show for coming up on 3 years, and I got to tell you, and I'm not just saying this, St. Augustine is just one of my favorite spots. You know, people come out, they really support the show. The tent gets full, the energy is amazing, and the people, they appreciate live entertainment, and that's not necessarily happening everywhere, every moment in these days. You know.
That's right, and Bernardo has been on the St. Augustine Tonight Show. And I know him from the first time he came into St. Augustine. And wow, that circus has developed. And you guys have a new tent here in St. Augustine.
We sure do, man. This is, if you guys happen to have come to the show last year, that was his original tent. Now, he went out and he purchased a brand new tent from an Italian company called Canobio.
Right.
Brand new, one of the best tent makers in the world.
They make the tents for Cirque du Soleil.
They do. They do. Not only Cirque du Soleil, but like if you go to the airports and they have those big outdoor structures,
yes,
that almost like tent-like, they do that.
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, it is stunning. It's
right,
beautiful.
right.
It's taller. It's but it's still very intimate. There's only 500 seats in the tent,
right,
so you're never more than 30 or 40 feet
right,
from the front row.
Right, right.
So when you come, you get a really genuine personal experience.
Right.
It's very, very
you
special.
You get the that it's like when they do magic up front. You know,
Yes.
it's different than
Yes.
if you're watching a show and the guy's sewing his sister in half way out there, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so it has a really cool thing to it. Now, what do you do in the circus? You're all dressed up as a circus person?
Well, I am a jack of all trades. I tell you what, I do a lot of the promotion. I go out in front of the show often to get people excited before we arrive.
Okay.
And then when the show is in town, I do, Kevin or the Venardos Circus, the entertainment starts as soon as you walk in the tent.
Right.
Okay, so we open the tent about an hour before the main show begins, and there's a pre-show. And I come out in that pre-show and I do about 45 minutes of interaction and making sure everybody gets comfortable, and I mix in all kinds of tricks and stunts and ridiculousness as the audience permits. You know, it's different every time. If we only got half a house, I do a little bit of different stuff than when it's just packed full of people, and then I can get a little bit more rowdy. But yeah, I do pre-show, and I do a lot of juggling. I do, I'm just all over the place, you know. Anything it takes to keep the circus dream alive.
That's it, you know, and that's how the old circuses were. Everybody did everything.
Yes, sir.
You know, from loading the train wagons and the elephants. At that time, there were animal. People did all sorts of stuff.
Yes,
and,
sir.
I guess Bernardo keeps that tradition that the person you see selling popcorn suddenly is the person eating fire. You know what I mean?
Absolutely is.
I love that.
That
I
is
love
totally
that.
true.
Yeah,
it's all hands on deck. We can set that tent up in about 10 hours if everybody's hustling and we all get together and work as a team. Right. And we can take it down in a little bit less time than that.
Wow,
you know.
wow.
So, and we all, like, and I mean all, everybody that is on the team.
How long have you had this new tent?
This is the first tour.
Oh, wow.
So we haven't even completed one tour with the tent yet.
Oh, wow.
Okay. We close each year's tour in St. Augustine.
Right.
You guys are our finale. Mm-hmm. So when we arrive at the amphitheater, that'll be the first time that the tent's been set up.
Right.
And it will also be the closing of the 2023 season.
That'd be awesome. I can't wait. I usually film that. He always lets me know, and I go in with my cameras and have a little interview with him, and this time, wow, I'll see the tent being put up.
You know, it's a special thing, man. It's a two-phase thing where we put up all the metal that holds up the tent first, and then these giant rings just pull this tent out of these big things, and then we pull it out, and then you stake it in, and then you fill it with seats, and then you put a stage up, and then the magic begins. And it is just, if I could show you the goosebumps if I didn't have long sleeves on. Just talking about it gets me excited. It's real magic. You said, like, you know, to see a magician from far away. is one thing, but to be in an environment that is magic itself.
Right.
You know, from the minute you drive up over the hill and you see this, you know, the tall twin peaks of a sloped tent with the string lights, and you're like, what's going on in there? We got to go find out. And then when you get in and it's just all these beautiful people doing beautiful things in a beautiful way with music and popcorn and cotton cake. Come on, you got to come to this show. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah, it is. And I love your energy. And so the dates again are December.
Yeah, we are December 20th to January 1st. And we have a lot of shows in that time. Ordinarily, we do one show on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. Whether or not those are 3s or 2s, it depends on which part of the run. When we get around the holiday season, he pours it on, and we do a lot of shows. Make sure people come out.
And it's a great time for Christmas to bring the family to a circus. I'll tell you this, and not because he's my friend or I like the circus, but it's an unforgettable circus. Unforgettable. Your children or yourself will not forget the show they saw at Venardos Circus. So thank you again, my friend.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate it.
I'm waiting for the circus too.